Hey guys, thank you so much for coming to this video. So today I'm going to be testing out some makeup that I got at TJ Maxx. A couple things were from my latest haul, and there was something I had from a long time ago that I forgot about. So if you guys are interested in seeing my TJ Maxx makeup finds and if they work or not, then let's get into the video. Okay, so we have three different highlighters. Highlighters? How do you even say that? I don't know. We have three highlights to test and one brow product. So the brow product is this Wonder Brow 2 Fiber Brow Filler. So this, I saw a couple of these things are from my last haul, and there's one thing that I got a really long time ago that I forgot about. So we'll test it out, but this was $7.99 and it's just like I didn't really know what it was. It was the only one, but I've tried the Wonder Brow like original gel, which I liked. I just didn't feel like it was worth the price because it was supposed to last for like 2, 3, 4 days or something. And it just washed off that same day with my washing my face. So it wasn't worth it to me. So we'll see if this actually does something good. Just seems like a powder with like brow fibers in it. And then the three highlights. So the first one is this little e.l.f. baked highlighter in the shade Apricot Glow. This was $2.99, which I think that's the same price as the drugstore, but I just wanted to try it out because I have the lighter shade and I love it. Then I also found this Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. So this is like a putty highlight, and this was $9.99, normally like $24-ish. So I'm just not sure about the shade. It's in shade Incandescent, and it might be too pink, but we're gonna try it out and see. The final highlight is this Profusion Blush and Glow highlight palette that I got. This was only $3.99. So if this is good, like that is so cheap, and you get 5 different shades. So I'm so excited to test this out. This was just in my drawers. I don't even remember when I bought it. It must have been like maybe a year ago. I don't even know. I haven't seen anyone use this one, so we'll see. I think we'll start with the brows. I'm feeling a little dull and I don't have any brows. So let's do the brows first. It's just like a little thing like this, and when you open it, it's like a doe foot applicator, and it just looks like powder. So let me read how it says to apply it first, and then we'll go in with it. It says to use the flat part of the applicator to easily and quickly fill your brows. Using the side and tip of the applicator, further define and shape your brows and tail. And then once it's finished, they will last 24 hours. So I don't know how that's supposed to work because it's just a big doe foot applicator. Okay, we're gonna try, let me zoom you in a little bit more. All right, let's see what this does. The shade of it looks pretty nice, unless it's like really goes on too dark, but we'll see. Why things like this make me I hold my breath and then I get out of breath and I'm just like, oh, I can't breathe. Okay, I need to breathe, because I don't want to mess up. Okay. Just don't know how you get a clean line. Let me grab a spoolie and just kind of blend it out a little bit if I can. I don't like it looking that harsh. Oh no. Okay, it's getting messy. Could be one of those things too where it just works really well only if you have brow hairs already, because I can see that working really well, but for me, I don't know. Okay, so that one's pretty good. Brow, no brow. Okay, let's do the other eye. Okay, so it's not bad. So let's move on to highlight. So let's try out the little e.l.f. one first. I have a feeling it's going to be a little too gold, but it looks really pretty. I'm not sure what the shade is. It's just more of a light, not like blinding bam highlight, just kind of a more subtle, like I feel like baked highlights, baked things in general are usually a little more subtle and a little more like blendable. So if you're looking for a more like soft, kind of natural, subtle glow, then I would suggest these baked highlights from e.l.f. They're just a couple bucks. And the lighter, more champagne one, I feel like just is really beautiful. So let's test this one out. On Z's cheek. I don't think it's too dark for me, but I feel like if I don't have self tanner on and I'm like a shade or two lighter than this, then it would probably be a little too dark. Like it's on the verge right now. So if you're a deeper skin tone, this is gonna look gorgeous on you. But I think if you're lighter, just go for the more champagne one. But I really wanted to try it out. It does look really nice. Like it just gives me like a little bit of a subtle glow, nothing too intense. If you see this side, I feel like it just looks so much more dull compared to this side. It just gives me a little something, something. You know what I mean? I really like that. Let me do some on my brow. It just looks so nice. Like it doesn't add any powderiness or anything. So yes, I love this. Just for when I'm more tan. So let's go ahead and do the Stila Heaven's, I'm gonna jump out of my hand. Heaven's Hue Highlight. I remember when these first came out and I wanted one so bad, but just the price, I was just like, you know what? I don't need it. So it's a really, stop it. It's a really beautiful package. This is nice gold. So these are like a more putty highlight. So if you like squish it, it kind of moves around. I remember people talking about these and I couldn't wait to get one, but I ended up just not because some of the reviews weren't that great. So I don't even know if you could see that. But this was the only shade they had and I didn't even look into it too much because I was just like, I want to try that. And for what, 10 bucks? Yeah, 10 bucks. I thought I'd try it. So I think I'm just going to go in with my finger first and see if this is going to do much on my cheek. Let's try a sponge. Okay, the sponge works way better. I don't know if I'm crazy about that color. I feel like it might just be a little too kind of rose toned. So while it does look good on top of my blush, I feel like I would need a different highlight on top of that to just give me that pop. So maybe I'll just do that and we can try out the other one. I would totally be interested in trying out other shades of this though. So if I did see a lighter shade for 10 bucks, I would definitely grab that because it does seem beautiful, and especially on like hot summer days when you don't want to layer up a lot of powders and you're just trying to go more natural. Maybe you're just going to the pool or something. Just popping on like a cream highlight and blush and stuff is just going to look a lot better, be a lot more flattering out in the heat. That's why this shade was there, is because it's just not the best shade. All right, so moving on to the Profusion palette. Did I swatch it? I think I might have swatched it when I got it. There's a couple fingerprints. It's just highlight, whatever. Like sometimes that happens. But we have a more golden. This one looks more yellow. This looks pure white. More pink, and then a more like peachy, almost orange shade. So let's swatch these first. So there's those right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but they look like they could be really pretty. They might be a little too powdery. So I'm just gonna go on top of this cheek with my foundation from before on my sponge, and then just go on with a little bit more blush, just so we don't have any of that e.l.f. one on there anymore. So I'm gonna try this golden one, which, oh, they have names. So Navel, Fantasia, Lightning, Charming, and Fizz. So I'm gonna try Fizz first, just because that looks like the shade I would usually be most interested in. Well, I don't know how much you can see it on the camera, but it is really emphasizing all my pores, like really bad. Let me try with the sponge. Maybe see if that helps smooth it out a little bit. Because that's not a look I want. You want to look nice and smooth. That helped a little bit, but I just, compared to my other ones that I love, I don't like it. Let me try the white one under my brow bone, because that's probably fine for that area. In the inner corner. See, I like the shade on my eyes, just not on my face. So let me grab my favorite highlight and you guys can see the difference. So this is Ofra Rodeo Drive. If you've watched many of my videos, you've probably heard me talk about it. This one's almost gone. It's just my favorite. I can't stop using it. It is more golden, but I just can't get enough. And then I like to go on top with a little more blush to blend it down into my cheek a little more. And then a little bit more. But it just gives you the most beautiful little glow. Not really little, it's more blinding. But it's not, it doesn't just emphasize all the little texture. All right, so what a difference highlight and brows makes. This compared to when I started the video. I don't know what we did without highlight. Like, where was highlight? We were just like walking around looking dead. I don't know. So let's talk about all the things that I used. So this brow thing, I'm not sure. Like, it looks pretty good. I might be able to get used to using a doe foot applicator and get a little faster at it. That for 10 bucks, that, or $8 actually, might be a really good deal. So the e.l.f. highlight I think is okay. I just prefer the other shade. So, but they're all about $3 anyway, so it wasn't like this was a really good deal anyways. The Stila highlight, I really want to check out a lighter shade. I think it looked beautiful, just especially for when you want to do less makeup and less powders. And I would just skip this. I don't think it's worth the $3.99 unless you just need some eyeshadows and you want some shimmery eyeshadows. There's so many good highlights out there that even for this price, I'm like, I don't know. So that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you part of my little YouTube fam. And ring the little notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload. I've been uploading 3 videos a week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.